I absolutely love that there is a natural way to be able to relax, but you know what? Sometimes my wallet doesn't love it, but luckily Value Sesh is there for you because you can sesh for less with their rabbit hole gummies. They are packed with D9. You can get that relaxing feeling without killing your bank account. You know what? Tony tried these himself. He absolutely loved them. We cannot wait to try them, but you can try them at even further of a discount than what they normally are at. If you use the code SCAREDY at valuesesh.com, you can get 25% off of this and be able to relax with the Scaredy crew. So make sure to go get yours. And you know what? We're going to tell you what we think. So make sure to let us know what you think in the comments. Welcome to...
It's not time yet. The beeps, Kelsey, the beeps.
Wow. I wonder if that picks up on the mic. Because if it does, you should leave that. That was funny.
I'm going to leave it all right.
Welcome to Scaredycast. I don't know about the beeps on the new timer.
Golly.
Sorry.
I'm Kelsey. I don't know how to read time.
God.
I'm a girl.
I'm Kelsey. I just want to jump right on into it.
I'm just a BB.
Hey, welcome to Scaredycast, presented by Evil Izzy's Haunted Emporium. Did you guys know there's a cat cafe here?
Yes. I've been to one.
I just found out about it in the
It's
Phoenix
in downtown Phoenix.
Downton?
Downton Phoenix.
How have we never
Mine
been
was
there?
in Tempe. Or Mesa.
Oh, the one that I know about.
There's multiple cat
There's
cafes?
multiple
I don't know.
Yes.
The one that I know about is in downtown Phoenix, and they're also a rescue group, so you can adopt the
Yeah,
cats.
that's the one. Well, wait a minute. So that's
Maybe
cool.
maybe they moved, or maybe it's like they've expanded. But yes, so for anyone that's in Atlanta or in around that area, make sure to go daysofthedeadhorrorcon.com to be able to check it out. Because we are going to be there October 4th through the 6th. We're going to be in Celebrity Alley. We're going to be doing a lot of really fun interviews, a lot of cool stuff. But you can come up to our booth. We're going to have merch. We're going to be doing interviews. Like maybe we'll even interview you if you have a cool story. And we're going to be having a live show there as well. So it's super exciting. This is the first time that we're like hitting the road out of state.
Yeah.
And it's across the country, which is like so insane. I've never been
crazy.
to Atlanta before. I'm so excited. We're so grateful for everyone who made this possible. Days of the Dead for believing in us and having us at all of our all of these future cons. And we cannot say enough thanks to Evil Izzy's Haunted Emporium. And for anyone who is in the Phoenix area or planning to visit, you have to go to that store because Halloween is right around the corner. Or even if you like just cool shit.
Yeah,
just go get cool stuff. Yeah, go check it out. Like, they have so many amazing things.
They have more than just costumes. They have all kinds of cool spooky merch and like little collectibles and art and T-shirts and things. I mean, just go. They're just the best people.
Go.
Just go.
And they are too. I saw a comment from someone on something that they posted the other day, and they were like, "Yo, this is so cool. I didn't know it was here." And then they were going on and on about how the owners are so awesome and nice. And it's so true. Even if you don't go buy anything this time, just getting to know them is incredible, and getting to know the story and supporting local too. That's such a
they're
huge
a little
thing.
family-owned business. It's just awesome. And we can never say enough good things about Evil Izzy's.
It is very true. We love them, and we love all of you guys too. So make sure to stay tuned for while we're on the road because we have a lot of things coming up. But that's the first and foremost is the first thing. Then we have a lot of live shows happening throughout the Phoenix area as well.
October's stacked.
October's super stacked. Do you
Everybody
have it in your head?
Everybody in my head?
Yeah,
my
do you
head
have
is
it in
just like a junkyard of things between everything we got going on and
You remember the Terminator movies?
in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. What about it?
Where on the scenes that they show the war, when there's just the world is just piles of scrap metal and rubble and people are hiding.
And that music's going, woo,
and then all the Terminators,
yeah.
they're all walking. Yeah, dude.
Fuck,
That's
watch Terminator 2
that's
tonight.
your brain.
Yeah.
It's just a wasteland of rubble and
my
debris.
brain is the opening to T2
Crazy. Yeah,
where
'cause
the skull gets stumped on. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to watch T2 tonight.
The music. Oh my god.
Is Terminator 2 the best sequel ever made?
Yeah.
You think so?
the best sequel ever made?
The best sequel ever
Probably.
made. Aliens and T2 are
Are we talking about like sequel, or are we talking about like, because there's a lot of trilogies that I would think.
I'm talking
like
about
where the
they made a
sequel
movie,
stands out as.
and then they made another one to follow that movie. That's
And-
it. No like franchise.
Wait, but the second one was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like things like that.
I'm
Like
trying to even think.
Terminator 1 was cool and
Yeah.
iconic for the time, of course. But T2? Have you seen that? T2? It's
Yeah, dude.
everything.
And
it's like everything
Aliens
you like and
and
more.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And they're both directed by James Cameron.
it.
How did he just comes
Really?
in? He comes in
Son of a-
like Ridley Scott makes a banger with Alien, and then James Cameron's like, "Let me come here and turn this up a little bit."
So let
I have to give it to him.
You know what's cooler than an Alien? Aliens.
Whoa, plural.
And he's like that. And then he
Terminator?
comes in, he makes Terminator. He's like, it'd be cooler than just Terminator. Two
Two of 'em.
Terminators.
Whoa.
One of them liquid night, like just the T-1000.
How did we get here? What
I
are we
don't know,
talking
man.
about?
We're just in
Okay.
it, man. We're Scaredycast.
All
This is how we do it.
This is
Sometimes we just go on a rant about how much we freaking love Terminator 2, the first R-rated movie I got to see in the theater
That's so cool. I
at
wonder.
Harkins on 51st Avenue in Bell Road. It's no longer there anymore, but it was my childhood theater. I love you, Harkins. You meant so much to me in my childhood. I saw Twister there. I saw Super Mario Brothers there. I saw Batman there.
How the fuck do you remember all this?
Jurassic Park there.
Jeez.
How do you remember all of these?
I don't know. Kelsey,
crazy.
this we're coming up on our anniversary of knowing each other for 10 years.
What?
No way.
I'm not even.
Wow.
I'm not even old enough. to have
Today,
friends for
right
10 years.
now, 10 years ago today, I got the phone call from our guy Dan Hilton, who said, "Tony, we want to hire you for the Phoenix Suns."
For the Phoenix Suns. Wow,
No
that's
way.
crazy.
So next
10 years,
weekend
so
would
2014.
be on October 4th is when my first day there.
So we're
and
gonna
you're
be
just now realizing I'm the movie guy?
No. I'm just like.
Golly!
I'm
Did you hear
wondering how
that?
you.
Everyone, he's the movie guy.
I'm the movie guy.
Not me.
Not him.
Not Kelsey.
Definitely not me.
Tony is the movie guy.
I'm the movie guy.
So anyone else?
And none of us are book people, so
So
I used to be a book
haters
person.
gonna hate, but we're not gonna debate because you're right. We don't know this shit. Get over it. God damn.
Brian, are you jealous that Tony and I have known each other for 10 years?
No.
10 years? That's crazy.
I know.
That is so crazy to think about.
Decade.
God, and
Hasta la vista.
we went through a lot of trauma
Baby.
at the Suns.
I had an interesting Facebook post I was going to post, but I decided not to.
Nah, boy.
I
probably
was
for the
like,
best.
10 years ago today, I got
was
my
like,
dream job, which turned into some mental trauma that I should probably be going to therapy for.
So many people thought it was their dream job, and then they just got PTSD from it. Okay, so not only are we going to be at Days of the Dead Horror Con this upcoming weekend, October 4th through the 6th, but we're going to be at Artists Assemble Horror Fest, which is taking place October 11th through the
week
13th.
after. Cool.
Then the next week, it's real crazy. Because on the 17th, we have Scaredycast Live from Sunny's Lounge in Phoenix, Arizona.
That's the Black Lagoon.
That is a part of the Black Lagoon pop-up bar. It's going to be so cool in there.
dude.
It's going to be amazing. So that is Thursday, October 17th. Everyone, bear with me. We won't go too far into the future. Then the very next day, do you know what it is?
Dum-dum.
Judgment Day.
And then we're going to be raptured into the heavens or hells. I don't know.
Skynet's gonna attack.
We have ScaredyCon 2 happening at Sanctum of Horror Friday, October 18th.
yes.
We have so many absolutely amazing guests that are going to be there. There's going to be a lot of amazing vendors. And 2, we wanted to announce as well, and we're going to put this on our social media, we're going to be doing a donation raffle for lightly used or new kids' costumes to be able to donate to a local shelter here. So if you come to ScaredyCon 2 on Friday, you'll be entered into the raffle if you have a costume, a child's costume that we're able to donate. And there'll be some cool stuff. You know, there's going to be some shirts and swag. Definitely from us and Sanctum as well. So, or even if you just wanted to donate just to do it. And then 2, you can vote who has to go into the haunted house by themselves as a
both
part
of
of
them.
that. Yes. So
Both of them. Plus, Sanctum has some new scary shit this year. We got a little sneak preview. We got to walk through and see the stuff they're cooking up. And not only do we have insane vendors and food trucks and cosplayers, you guys have to see these haunts. Let's not forget, we are at a haunt. So just because, here's the thing. ScaredyCon's going to be going on outside. But once you're inside these,
Dun, 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 dun.
Judgment Day, baby.
And hey, if you can't make it to Scaredycon, that's okay because Sanctum of Horror is open now
till
November 2nd.
Forever.
there you go.
Don't
Guys,
worry about when they're open till.
Follow them on.
Just go to sanctumofhorror.com. Get those tickets.
Yeah.
Support them because they're awesome. You know, you guys,
And hey, if you are going to go to Scaredycon, use code Scaredy on their website and save a few bucks on your tickets.
beautiful.
What?
Bang.
Sanctumofhorror.com.
Bing,
I
Use
didn't
code
even know
Scaredy
we
to
had
get some
that.
ticket or to get some % off. That's as far as I'm going to go for now.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Oh, you forgot to say please.
I
Vodka,
didn't. You guys are
sticks
just.
his cigar in his chest and nothing's happening. I'll just stand there and he's like, pushes it hard. He's like, what the heck, man? This is supposed to be hurting you.
Isn't that one
and
where
he
he-
breaks his hand,
I was
picks it up
gonna
and
say,
throws
yeah.
him into the grill.
And he's all
And then that dude comes up with a pool cue behind him, like,
smacks it,
smacks him and just
breaks
looks
it
at
on
his ass.
He just looks at him. Yeah.
God, Terminator 2 is the best.
And this whole time he's naked.
And he's naked with dong out.
Well, you guys
With
didn't mention
dong.
that.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a Terminator 2 podcast.
Oh, God.
So I guess we're just.
I love that
Judgment
movie.
Cast.
Love
That's
that
how we're
movie.
going.
No. We'll talk about other things. Hey, well, okay, so we can go a couple different directions here.
Well, we got the creep of the week.
We do have a creep of the week.
We'll start off with that.
I'll come back.
Because I really want to get to the movies.
I'll circle back. Hey, Magey Bones, take us to the creep of the week.
Peter Smith, who is 58, was charged with aggravated animal cruelty against a bird. This bird was a very special bird. It was a special type of chicken that was an attraction at a local zoo in Australia. It is at first when I was reading this story, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why is this such a big deal? Because this is like a felony of what he did, and also like comes with a big fine.
Also, why is this chicken so special that there's chickens in a zoo?
Well, her name is Betty White, and she's a part of an endangered species program. So she's an endangered species chicken.
What?
What do you mean? What?
What's the
hell's a
endangered
chicken? An
species?
endangered
Yeah.
species chicken.
Like-
Because she is a part of the distinctive silky bantam breed.
Oh.
And so what he did was he snuck this chicken out under his shirt and like went to the alligator exhibit and fucking fed this chicken to the alligator.
What?
That's like Pearl style crazy batshit.
Are you joking? Wait, at an Australian zoo?
Somewhere
Well,
down there.
That's
Somewhere down
messed
there.
up.
If you think about it,
At Oakville
Are you
Wildlife
about
Park.
to defend him?
Oakville
It's-
Wildlife Park is where it was.
it's a little full circle.
What? Why?
Explain.
Did you ever see the movie Lake Placid?
Yeah.
About the giant crocodile in the lake? Mm-hmm. And then they find out that somebody's had this crocodile and they've been feeding this crocodile people.
Okay.
It turns out it's Betty White.
The chicken?
The lady.
Oh. Wait.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah.
Betty
What if it
White
was the
was amazing.
chicken?
So
it's like some
Betty
chick-
White in Lake Placid was like feeding this crocodile people. And now Betty White the chicken gets
Got
fed
fed
to an
to-
alligator.
So you think he was like, this Betty White is responsible?
So what's with Betty White and these reptiles, man?
I don't know. But okay, so initially this Grampy was saying that he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Finally, he admitted it. And so this can carry a maximum sentence of 2 years in prison and a fine of nearly 25,000 Australian dollars.
Good. You know what? Good.
That seems excessive.
No, see, I was just gonna say
Why?
it doesn't. It's not
Why
that
would he
crazy.
do it?
If it was like $150,000, I'd be like, geez. But like, come
What
on.
if the alligator like talked? And he was like, I'm hungry.
But he didn't.
Feed me,
No, he'd be
please,
like,
dude.
hey, throw that little
that's right, he's
chicken
an
over here. Well, yeah.
he's-
And we have a little bite of that.
I love Brian's Australian.
So I have a little bit of that chicken there. Just a little bite. Maybe. Just a little bite there.
Honestly,
Little Betty White.
I can't wait till one day we get to go to Australia.
We get to go to
Australia.
We get to see Dan from down under. Dan from down under.
And Brian just gets to do his accent.
Dan, you bloody loon. How are ya?
I love it. Well, all right, this guy's a creep, but
He's a creep, and also too, like his defense was he just wanted to feed an alligator.
Son of a bitch.
he probably
No.
thought it was just a regular old chicken, so he's probably like, I'll just film this chicken.
clearly knew he was doing something wrong. Like, and everyone was saying that she was so beloved and she was so sweet that, you know, he probably just fed her some like pellets to like get her to trust him. And then obviously like he knew what he was doing was wrong. Put this chicken under his shirt, took it to the alligator enclosure and like threw her in there. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Go get a pigeon or something.
I'm really trying to like see that side, but I'm just
why
like,
go get a pigeon or something? What's wrong? Like, what? Wait, you can't like.
Well, at least the pigeon can defend itself, can fly.
Also, pigeons aren't a danger, dude.
Chicken can defend itself.
Silky mamba or whatever they called it. Silky bantam chicken. They're endangered. Why would you do that? Why would you just? Pigeons aren't endangered.
And regardless if it was in danger or not, like clearly this was
Do you
like.
remember how much Bert loved pigeons in Sesame Street?
I love pigeons as well. I love pigeons. I think people like really fucked them up. Like we basically domesticated them and then left them out in the cold, and now everyone hates
Aren't
them.
alligators
So
endangered
sweet.
too?
What? No.
I think maybe crocodile, like certain breeds of crocodiles.
Oh, maybe.
But I
Like,
don't think alligators are.
maybe.
Well, you know.
How old was this guy?
regardless, no one should do it. He was 58.
So he was some
So it's not like he's, like,
58-year-old
senile.
Yeah, but he
mean,
he
you
definitely
don't know.
knew better. He definitely
Feed
knew
him to
better.
alligator. I'd rather him get fed to the alligator
Dang.
than
What if they're like, all right, you want to pay for your debt? We'll erase all of it, but you got to go in. And,
like a leg or something.
Yeah, you
That's,
gotta.
that's a good sacrifice.
Yeah,
In exchange for a chicken. $25,000
No,
and
no,
2
no,
years in
not just
prison
a
versus
chicken.
for a leg.
a chicken named Betty White,
Betty White chicken.
a silky bantam.
Damn, Betty White is global too, because like this is in Australia.
Dude, Betty White was a fucking G. I like RIP to a real one for real. She was probably, if you think about someone that was not literally not problematic at all and that was so beloved and actually like fought for things that like she cared about. Like she was such a huge like animal rights activist. Like, you know, she definitely stood up for like people as well.
You know who
everyone
else?
loved Betty White.
Steve Irwin.
RIP.
Miss him.
Steve Irwin. I follow his children.
Ew, weirdo.
And Australia, they're like adults now. And like
Why are you
they're like
following them?
running Australia Zoo.
Oh, like on social media.
Yeah, and they're
You're just-
awesome.
all you
Like
said was,
stepping in
I'm
a
following his
sea-
children.
Every time I see
I'm
them,
following
I was
Steve
like,
Irwin's
weird.
children.
That's weird. Okay.
They're adults now, and
this
they're like
month
running the
is
zoo.
this month's the anniversary of his death too.
No shit.
God, this month is chock full.
Every
September
time
or
I-
October?
Every time I see September.
Oh, okay.
Every time I see his kids pop up on something, I always like in my brain, I'm like, he'd be so proud.
Dude, and his son, Robert, especially like is so good. Like seeing his videos when he's talking about animals and, you know, like the joy that he has and all these like little facts and stuff where he's like handling them. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, he'd be so proud.
It's like watching the like little tidbits of Bob Ross or Mr. Rogers, where you're like, this is someone's life. Like they loved this truly. It's really inspiring.
Did you watch
to
the memorial thing for Steve Irwin when it aired back then?
No, I
Oh my god!
I probably would have bawled.
Oh god, I was a wreck.
I bet
I was on the
would've
couch
cried.
just
Isn't
like
that so
a
funny?
fucking mess.
Never even met the guy, never talked to him, but like somehow we've
That's the impact that
established
people
the connection. That's
They
so-
did like the
that's so-
memorial in like the arena at the zoo where he always like put on his shows. And they did this thing where like they backed his truck in and they loaded it up for the last time, like put his
Oh my
gear on there for one more time.
God.
Oh my god, I was
just
like,
give me chills.
Devastating.
I was on the couch, just like, "Ah!"
That's all right because now he's
Everywhere.
two different meanings of Down Under.
Jesus Christ.
Good lord.
Did you guys see? So Bob Ross has a son that is now like painting and like
Yes.
doing like a
Well,
thing that
His
he did.
son would fill in for him sometimes on his show. He has really big glasses, or had them, like my dad. When in the 70s, they're like those gaudy bug eye sunglasses that girls have, except they're just like thick plastic. You know the ones. All the dorks got made fun of for having back in the 90s. When
In the
nerds-
70s, though, that was like
Well, when did No, that's been going back to like even like the 50s and stuff. The jocks and the nerds having their like tape on their glasses and their pocket protectors and things.
yeah, but like before contacts were a thing, like a lot of people wore glasses, and so there was like a certain style that was like, oh, like you were like a little Hottie McBody if you had those glasses.
A Hottie McBody.
Hottie McBody.
I'm trying to think of
Hottie
every movie I've
McBody.
It's gonna
ever
be my new
seen,
username.
which is basically just Grease. And I don't think anyone wore glasses in that movie because it was not cool
they 100%
or
did.
hot.
I think one of the girls did.
Name
Not
one.
only
Name one.
was there somebody in Greece with glasses, but the actor Eddie Deason just got announced for Days of the Dead in Atlanta.
Were you gonna meet him?
Yeah.
We gotta meet him.
What?
I love
what?
Grease.
What character does he play?
I don't know. It's been
Is it Squiggy?
20 years since I watched
It's like a
Grease.
hickey from Kanicki.
Squiggy,
It's like a
that's
Hallmark
from
card.
Laverne and Shirley.
Jesus. Right. Sure.
Leave me alone.
What'd you have there, Brian? What
I
story
had
did
a
you have
little
here?
Nights from Value Sesh, Rabbit Hole, Gummy. Oh, stories.
Well,
stories.
you know,
stories.
we did.
Well, we can stay. You really want to get to movies. You're so excited.
I have been waiting days to talk about The Substance.
Okay, but
so ready.
first, before you guys dive into that, we just have to say for anyone tuning in, make sure you go and visit. We did a very special interview with Brandy Roderick, who you might recognize from Starsky and Hutch. She was also on Baywatch. She was on a lot of different things.
She was in Playboy.
She was in Playboy. You know, she's very iconic.
And a model. She's super hot.
And a model. She's absolutely gorgeous. She directed, produced, and starred in Wineville, which they sent a screener of us. And we really enjoyed, so we were able to talk with her. So make sure to go back, take a tune in there because it's going to be its own special standalone on YouTube, social media, and stuff like that. And she was absolutely wonderful. And you can stream Wineville on Amazon and a lot of different streaming platforms as well. So make sure to go do that. And they have a really cool social media thing that they're doing too.
Yeah, go check them out.
So yeah, go check out the interview and you can be able to interact with her and be able to be able to get noticed by the Brandy Roderick.
We will, I guess technically we could review that. That could be one of our movies that we review.
Yeah, let's
later
review
on.
it later.
Yeah, but later on. I know Tony's trouble
We'll
with the
review
bit.
it in like a few weeks or something, like, to give some space, with
build
it.
some dramatic tension.
Yes.
So I have, where do you guys want to go?
Tony's
Do you want to go down a cryptid path or do we want to keep it in reality with real animals? Where do we want to go?
You know, I feel like a little real animal stuff since Monday morning was all about tigers
And now we were talking about
chicken, real
chickens
chickens, real
and alligators. So, all right.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, exactly.
Remember
So-
Jeff Corwin?
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
What happened
God,
to him?
he's still kind of
The
around.
Krat Bros. The Krat Brothers. They had Zaboomafoo.
You know who I
Well,
loved?
they were the Krat Brothers first, and then they got Zaboomafoo, and now they have their own show again.
Who cares
So
about
what's
them?
this-
Jack Hanna. I love Jack
Jack
Hanna.
Hanna?
Yeah.
You guys
He's
never
like the
watched
OG.
Jack Hanna?
No,
Jack
I
Hanna's
watched
like the OG.
I watched the Krat Brothers.
Yeah.
You're a
You know,
crap
on
brother.
Discovery
You're
Kids.
a crap brother.
Discovery
dude.
Kids.
So Boomafoo was on PBS.
Dude, what's your story?
I still
Tell us
watch
a real
that.
animal story before
Tell us
we
a
get
real animal story
before
before
you
I
get
get-
pissed.
Before we get real mad.
Yeah,
What
before
the fuck?
we
No.
become
You know
man
what?
eaters.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you guys can just, just go ahead. I don't. You
I
guys don't
can't
need
go
my
ahead. You're the
content.
one with the story this week.
You guys don't need my content. That's fine.
You don't want me to go ahead. I'll start rambling on about God knows what.
It's that damn movie. That damn movie has got you substance.
It's that damn Sasquatch.
Is that a movie?
I think that's what she says in Billy Madison whenever Chris Farley eats everybody's lunches.
If peeing your pants is cool,
Consider me Miles Davis.
thank you for finishing that because I could not think of the second half of that sentence.
I could probably tell you every goddamn line in that movie.
Every goddamn. All right, so let's talk about animals.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right, next week we'll hit the cryptid side.
All right.
We'll do the story you
Let's go.
have, and then
All right, it's good. Let's get these real animals out here. I'm going to turn into an animal in a second.
name the weirdest animal you can think of.
Ooh.
Both of you.
Immediate-
Go.
Off
A
the top,
deep sea
go.
something.
off the top of my head, the very first thing is that little lizard that runs across the desert, and he's got like the
The
little
Jesus lizard?
Yeah, he's
That runs
like,
on
he
his
like
feet?
runs all weird.
Ooh,
like
that's
he's got that.
cute.
Okay, what about you?
Mine has to be like a deep sea fish, like an angler fish, or like some weird shit
A
that's like
blobfish.
down in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in
So, both very good weird creatures, absolutely.
Or that one, my favorite animal. It's my favorite animal, but I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. But it's like a bird, and it's like a
It's your favorite animal?
yeah, because it looks like a Muppet. It looks like a Muppet. Like it's
I know
got
what
like
you're
a
talking
huge
about. The big
bill.
one.
Yeah.
The shoe bill.
The shoe bill.
It's like, whoa.
Those things are fucking.
Dude, have you heard that
Crazy.
thing clap? It's freaking
Yeah,
big.
dude.
It's like a 50.
just love it, dude.
It's like Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about neither of those. None of them. You're all wrong.
Wow. Okay.
I'm only talking about octopi.
Okay.
I'm only talking about octopussy.
Yeah. I love
Octopus.
that. Halle Berry.
Okay. No,
Who I don't know who played Octopussy.
that was James. But that's Gold. Or James Bond. Octopussy. You're thinking Swordfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets fucked by Billy Bob Thornton in that movie.
No, she's not a swordfish. You don't.
Nah. You
was
sure?
100%.
Monsters Ball. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, tell us about octopuses.
Did you guys see over in China at the zoo, they painted some dogs to look like pandas?
Oh, yeah.
Telling
Oh my
her they were
God.
panda bears?
And they're so cute, and they're like sitting on a rock, like
Were those little chow dogs, like the little poof balls that waddle? They're so cute.
Tony told me. Sorry, really quick. Tony told us about this story when we did the walkthrough at Sanctum of Horror, and we were like leaving, and he's like, "Did you guys see those dogs painted like pandas in China?" I'm like, "Was it a chow chow? I bet it was chow chows." And he's like, "I don't know." And so we look it up, and it's definitely chow chows.
Is it? Yeah.
And it's so cute because they're just sitting in like the enclosure, and like they're painted white and black, and they're like in the picture, they're like their tongues are out, like they're panting, and like you see their long tails, like and it's like
clearly not.
It's adorable, and like clearly maybe it's just like a marketing thing or whatever, and it worked, but like. It is so cute. And I'm like, oh my God, they're just like sitting there.
What about these octopus?
So I'm just gonna, I don't remember why, how, where, but I got down this like not a rabbit hole, an octopus hole.
Oh.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And I was like, wait a minute, the fuck? And I kept reading on. And these things just kept getting crazier.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys wanna know some weird stuff about Octopussy?
Yeah.
They got lots of suction cups.
Yeah, I know that.
How many you think?
Like
Hundreds.
Like 1,000.
Thousands.
Thousands?
They can have up to thousands. Plural.
If they suck on you, you're not getting
I
out.
think it suck you off real
Each one of them, each one of those 1,000
Yeah.
or thousands or whatever, can hold up to 30 pounds of sucking pressure.
Each one?
Each.
Yeah, that thing, if that wants to like wrap you up, like you're done.
You're done.
You're
Like,
done.
30 pounds, what's an average person? We'll say, I don't know, we'll shoot high. Like 200 something, we'll say is average, whatever.
That's only like 10 suction cups.
Yeah.
That's
Well-
crazy.
good.
Yeah. 10 times 30, yeah.
Yeah.
300.
Well, that's way more.
Damn.
Yeah, that's more.
Jesus.
Imagine
Maybe
20
even
suction
9.
cups. Imagine what a kraken could pick up.
Oh, ships.
God dang, right?
So
Dinger, dinger.
here's another weird thing.
So wait, did you just now discover octopus?
No.
Okay.
No.
Brian's like, here's an animal you've never heard of before.
You guys ever heard of these octopus things, man? They got
new
like,
animal.
they got like suction
I
cups
was
on their
saying
arms. They
this
can
is
pick you
a
up.
real known animal with very interesting things. And if you don't want to hear any more facts,
I do.
Please tell me more.
God.
Did you watch My Octopus Teacher?
I'm
Whatever
gonna
that movie's
slap
called?
the shit out of you if you ask one
I was
more
asking
question.
because like it's like about this guy that's in love with an octopus. I think.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is how I feel when you guys do this shit to me. So I just really want
I'm
you
the
to
only one on a gummy.
revel in this.
And I feel like, you know what?
You better think you're
All right,
lucky
here we go.
stars. I'm not. Because
This only gets weirder.
All right.
Okay, that's why. Just let me cook, man.
does this get down to where like
Kill you. Fuck, what?
the theory that octopus are actually from space, like they're aliens?
Nah, maybe. No,
okay.
you can.
All right,
I
all
can't.
right.
I guess.
Let him talk and then we'll find
Let
out.
'em cook.
All right. So first, I was like, "What makes them so weird?" You know, of course, they don't have any lungs. They don't have any spines. They do not have any bones. That's why they're basically liquid, and you could just fit them into a jar and then dump them out, and they'd be like a puddle because they have nothing that can break. There's nothing rigid in them, which is just crazy.
It's like if they're like on the deck of a ship or something, they can like go under the crack of a door and shit like that.
Yeah. But you know what they do have a lot of? A plethora of?
A plethora?
They have 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 brains.
Okay.
What's weird about them is they're separated, one over here on the right, one in the middle, and one on the left. And they do different things. Now, our brains are all smashed into one, like, thing, right?
Yeah, and ours barely works.
Right. So imagine, like, you know, if we're a computer, right? We're running Windows 98.
Yeah.
And octopus are, like, already on the moon.
They're on like Mac.
They have 3
Something.
of them because this is what I didn't know. And I saw like an actual diagram and like kind of like a figure of it. And I was like, holy shit. They can, it's hard to describe, but like their arms, they got 8 of them. They're all independently moving. They can freely think and move basically for themselves.
Like King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because their brains are basically like, oh, this brain, it controls this arm. But where our brain, we have to do everything at once. It's half-assing all of our parts.
Yeah.
They have separate brains to literally control their arm movement. So they can be solving something extremely complex with 4 of their tentacles, and then be doing something with another one and eating a fish with another one, and totally have 100% focus on each one of their limbs.
Crazy.
What
That's
cartoon is it
insane.
where like there's the octopus chef?
Jabberjaw.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. The old shark
thought it
that's
was
like,
like-
SpongeBob or something?
Isn't there one of like
SpongeBob.
an octopus like drummer?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
well,
So like an octopus could be like solving a Rubik's cube over here with these tentacles,
Over
and
here,
then
just
over
like,
here it's like grilling some steaks.
Opening up a clam
This
over
one over
here.
here is
Yep.
like
This one's exploring a hole over here. Dang.
yeah, so apparently the small
No.
brain is in the middle, and then there's like 2 big fat ones on the sides.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And we
all-
obviously know that they mimic other creatures.
Yeah.
They camouflage by literally changing into the shape of other things, the colors. They can bury in sand and lay traps for other things. Like you said, they can squish down to like tiny, tiny little thin layers and squeeze into the craziest little spots.
I love those videos where it's like there will be like an octopus somewhere, like on a boat or something, and there's like it's big, it's a huge octopus, and there's maybe like a whole like. I mean, you guys can't see it. Maybe like the size of a brick or something, and you're like, "There's no way it can fit in there," and it just
Yeah.
slowly, like,
Just
and
goops
it
in.
escapes, and
so gross.
it's incredible.
Kind of like Terminator 2 when he liquefies and he like goes through the bars.
he goes to the bar. I've been
Yeah.
watching memes where people were like P. Diddy escaping jail with and it's
Oh,
like
and it's
him
the
all
Terminator,
oiled up
yes.
going through.
Oh, okay.
I did see that.
So,
Or it's like from the Matrix, I think, like, or it's like something of like the gift that they're using.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. And then I saw some like examples of like, whoa, pretty interesting. There's 2 that I want to talk about. First one is a British-born octopus.
Ah,
He successfully predicted all 8 outcomes for Germany in the 2010 World Cup.
what?
Yeah.
Damn, he's a football fan.
Yeah.
Dang.
And he's so smart, he could predict the future.
We need him running the government.
He had
I would vote for this octopus as president.
he had an affinity for unscrewing lids on jars because they can do that, even though no other creature can because they don't have thumbs.
Oh, man,
well,
yeah.
monkeys. What?
Well, you'll find out later. I got a movie to review. It's
Okay. Ooh boy. So it liked opening up the jars. So what they did is they took a mussel, like mussel, like a little clam, and they would drop it in his tank, and he would take it and put it in one of the country's flags in these little boxes, and he would put the mussel in that whatever flag, and he correctly predicted every single outcome for Germany in the World Cup in 2010. Now, the odds of that happening are extremely slim, but still possible. So maybe it was just pure luck. Maybe. Because they also ran other tests before and he missed some and got some. But pretty crazy, right?
Yeah,
just the
that
odds
is-
of that happening.
That is really crazy.
Now, let's get a little weirder, a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
oh
There is a giant octopus named Fiona. And
I love that.
she has the intelligence of a 5-year-old child.
Damn. She's probably
Let that
smarter
sink
than.
in.
Honestly, she's probably smarter than a 5-year-old
Do you
child.
remember your kid at 5? Kids at 5?
Yeah,
What were
Like-
they doing?
they're pretty smart.
What were they? Yeah, that's
mean,
like
they're just
almost
doing
Reading,
kindergarten.
they're like
That's
starting to read.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah, they
preschool.
can social interactions.
Preschool, kindergarten, kind of.
Yeah, 5, 6, starting to get into the real life, like you're growing up. That's pretty smart.
Blocks into
for
things.
an ocean-dwelling animal with 3 brains and no bones, and can do like so much crazy
How
stuff.
come, like, I mean, just whatever. Like, it's kind of bullshit that all these animals just are so cool with like things like alligators and octopus and things, and we're just like people that go to work.
Oh yeah, dude, we can fly. We created
Well,
planes.
we did that to ourselves.
And
I know. Why
buildings
did we
and
do
vehicles.
this?
because
Like,
people
why are we
because
all just
people
like
are
living
greedy.
life?
Because people are greedy and capitalism.
Like,
That's the thing that separates us from animal man.
why are we all just okay with it?
Because emotions, dude.
Like, why aren't we all just like, you know what, man?
Animals don't give a flip.
Why can't everything just be like Star Trek, where there's like no money and everybody's just living and
Because you'd have to have good people in power.
it's true fleet?
That's pretty incredible. So, like, what were some of the things that, like, how did they determine
So-
that they have a 5-year-old?
they will let her. They basically she'll come to the top of her tank, and they set up a canvas, paintbrush, and paint, and she will actually draw and paint. She'll hold the brush and paint, and it's whatever. It's not like she can like make the Mona Lisa or anything, but she knows what to do. She knows how to grab a brush first, then dip it in paint, then do the canvas. And at the zoo that she's at, I forgot where it is, but they sell her painting, so you can actually have an octopus paint, which is pretty cool. And I was like, okay, but that's still pretty, like, maybe it's just
Elephants
a coincidence.
There's an elephant at the Phoenix Zoo that did that.
Very cute, very
Ruby.
cute. So then
R.I.P.
I'm like, all right, maybe that's just a coincidence again. It just happened to know to dip it, and okay, fine, whatever. But then she started getting a little bit more clever, where people were like, whoa. She's a little too smart.
She's like, I don't want a paintbrush. Give me that knife.
Like, let me undo those hamburger patties for you.
Oh, that was a little...
For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, you can go to patreon.com/Scaredycast.
little Monday morning for you. I like that. Okay, so anyways, apparently she is so smart that they have to keep her entertained or she destroys her habitat. Ooh. Much like a dog that digs or chews or gets into stuff they're not supposed to because they're so bored and have nothing to do. She literally is she needs so much mental stimulation that she destroys. I mean, rips apart her enclosure.
Makes me sad that she's in there.
Yeah.
So they got to keep her happy. I mean,
maybe keep her happy by letting her go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do the octopus have like a predator? Like, are they food for things?
Sharks will eat them.
Seals
will eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because think of it like squid.
Like big
they're
fish.
just bigger squid, kind of. So they're like cool.
But I mean, like I figured, like with their thousands of suction cups and things, they could
they're like up there.
mess somebody up.
I think they're like up there, but I don't think they're like top of like the.
Here's the thing, though. You could make some marks, but like, let's say I'm a great white shark, and I grab a hold of an octopus.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when? Like, imagine if you were in the jaws of a bear and you just hugged it. Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
can't
use my tentacle.
You're not an anaconda. You can't squeeze tight. All you can do is stick to it.
I can suction cup them eyeballs right out of them sockets.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it says that basically octopus are eaten by anything that can catch them.
Yes,
leopard seals,
more eels, fish, seals, whales, sea otters,
People.
birds of prey, people. Yeah,
basically everything.
I mean, but I would agree. Like, I mean, they're definitely not bottom, but you got to think too. But I mean, a huge octopus probably is like up there. But I mean, think about it. Like, they're usually like pretty small.
That's true. They're not all kind of like penguins.
Yeah,
like,
there are some poisonous
They're not all
ones,
tiny.
Too.
They're not all massive. Like, there's tons and tons of different species.
Octopus rule.
So, apparently at the zoo, they let kids.
Oh no!
Like, she'll put her tentacles.
She gonna yank one of them kids in there.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I just learned that they can suck thousands of pounds of pressure. Woo! And I'm like, you had the big suck. Hey, what them tentacles do? Oh, I've seen enough hentai. Know where this is going. So, which I thought was crazy that they let, like, come on.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, you kids, you want to pet the lions? You can pay $20.
Right?
And I'm like, come on, that seems a little ridiculous. But she wants to do it. She was the one that started doing it with the trainers. And then they were like, she's so comfortable and she keeps doing that at the kids and they want to do it. And they're like, well, let's see what happens. Yeah. So far, no accidents.
I mean, it's probably just great, like, socialization and interaction, you know?
Exactly. And that's once more mental stimulation for her. But guess what? She squirts water at people that she doesn't like.
She's a bitch.
She actively has a personality. And that is
cute.
pretty crazy.
Fiona. Her name is Fiona, just like the hippo. That also has a really big
Do you
personality.
think if all the octopus got together
Oh, we're screwed.
and they're like, let's take this place over?
No.
Like,
we're
you don't
fine.
think so? You think
No,
we're
because
okay?
they live in the ocean. They
Yeah,
die
they
when
can't
they hit
live
it.
on
They
land.
can come on land. They can like come onto ships and stuff, though.
Yeah, but they like evaporate, like not for very long.
Are you sure?
Yeah. When was the
Yeah.
last time you seen someone walking down the street walking their octopus?
Yeah, octopus can't live outside of water.
No, dude, they're an
What
aquatic
about-
animal. Sorry.
Like, they can't breathe outside of water.
I'm sorry, Tony.
Okay.
But you can't have an octopus.
I just
for a
want an
pet.
animal uprising.
But they could, if they paired with orcas, unstoppable.
I mean, orca,
you couldn't go
yeah.
into the sea. You could not go into the sea.
Well, Tony already won't. There's
Yeah,
enough
I'm not
stuff
going
in there.
to the
Yeah,
cinema.
no
I'm
way.
saying not that you won't or that you couldn't. Well, wait. I'm not saying that you won't.
Is
Say
the
you can't.
perfect time to segue to movies because I got a real quick one
Okay.
about the sea.
Do it.
And then you're going to take over because I know you're chomping at the bit.
Let's hit that movie music and let's do it. Actually, let's do an ad first and then the music.
Trisha and Miles of Pretty Awful Things sell hand-sculpted eyeballs, clothing, stickers, decals, art prints, enamel pins, patches, coasters, and much, much more. They have discovered a passion for taking pretty items like doll heads, mannequin heads, skeletons, or anything else they can find and turning it into gruesome, macabre, one-of-a-kind pieces of horrific art, or one would say, pretty awful things. They love the local horror community, so they started the slogan, Support Local Horror, to go along with their brand and spread the passion for local horror scenes all over. They feature their teenagers' art by Morgs, that's Morgz, as well. She has a really great original character that she created called Unknown, who has really developed a liking in the scene. So make sure to check out their Instagram at Pretty Awful Things, their booth at Terror Trader, and visit their website, supportlocalhorror.com.
I watched a little something called Sea Fever.
Sea fever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ahoy, matey.
You've got cabin fever, do ya?
My head's up burning up.
Is it? You got a fever there? Take some NyQuil.
I got the cold sweats.
I think I got some Motrin or something in the car. Oh, see what I did there?
You won't have to walk very far. What's sea fever?
Sea Fever. I'm going to sum this movie up. It's basically The Thing on the ocean.
Ooh.
It's good if you're a thalassophobe.
A what?
Filthy thalassophobe. Disgusting, you thalassophobic
You talking to me?
monster. Yeah, it just means you have a fear of the ocean and deep bodies of water.
Everybody should. It's terrifying.
Everybody should. But this movie is very good if you are, I'm sorry. It's very bad if you're thalassophobic because it's good and scary. Just because there's a lot of like that dark, murky, you know those shots where all you hear is the water going.
Oh, yes.
It's all dark and it's just that audio of that like muffled, like what you hear underwater. Yeah.
Have you ever been on a ship like that? Because it is like really scary, actually.
And when you're on a boat and when it slaps the bottom and you hear that thump and it,
You're like under the water and you're like,
So, like I said, it's basically The Thing. They pick this thing up. It looks like this weird blue orifice, and they're like, what the hell is this thing? It basically starts spreading on the boat, and it's The Thing at sea. This is a 3 out of 5.
Okay. Who's in
It's
it?
nobody big that I remember, if anyone. But it was on Shudder or Amazon. I can't remember. Shit, maybe both.
Okay.
But it's on one of those, either one of those, and it's called Sea Fever. If you like The Thing, which I do, I love The Thing.
The Thing at Sea.
I thought it was it's worth a watch. It's something to just throw on if you need something for dinner. I would not say like stop everything and go see it, but yeah. Pretty cool. So 3 out of 5 blue orifices.
All right. Love it.
Yeah.
did you maybe watch it on Tubi?
I don't think
Possibly?
I did, but
No?
if it's on
Okay.
Tubi, then
I never can trust like
Tubi.
Googling movies.
gotta
Because
go
like
to-
it'll say all these things and
You have
it's
to go
like
to justwatch.com.
justwatch.com.
we are not sponsored by
Now,
Just Watch. Oh
my
God.
turn.
Is this the thing? Is
I
this
have
the
been
substance?
waiting and waiting to talk about this movie because holy freaking hell. I'm not going to spoil the substance, so don't worry. But I'm just going to say, this is the most insane movie I've ever seen in a movie theater in my life.
Really?
In a movie theater.
In a movie theater.
And we've already
Maybe
established
ever.
you're the movie guy.
But how do you mean by insane? Because
Dude,
there's some insane movies.
Listen, I went in pretty much blind. I never watched the trailer. The only thing I knew was like the poster where like her back has a bunch of stitches going along the spine.
Oh.
And just that everybody on Twitter and everybody's just going on like, holy shit, this movie's crazy.
I've never
So-
even heard of it. Or
I've
I've never seen anything
Saw
on
the
it.
trailer.
So Tuesday night, I grabbed Calvin.
That's your
My
13,
oldest
14?
child, 15, about to
15.
be 16.
Jeez.
And I went in there, I'm like, hey man, you're coming with me.
Suit
We're
up.
gonna go see this movie. He's like, what is it? I'm like, it's a substance. Don't look up anything. We're going in blind. He's like, all right. I did this with him a couple years ago for Barbarian.
Oh, such a good one to
We
go in
went in
blind.
completely blind.
Did he love it?
So, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. We went into The Substance. Nobody else in this theater. It was literally just the two of us, which I am kind of upset about because this movie deserves to be seen
needs
in
an
a
audience.
packed theater with just everybody experiencing it together for the first time.
Did it just come out?
Yeah.
Why is it empty?
Well, because he lives in BFE and he went on a Tuesday night.
I went BFE, I went on Tuesday night, and plus, like, everybody's going to see goddamn Beetlejuice over and over again.
I would not see that multiple times.
So the Substance is about an actress played by Demi Moore, and she's aging out of the industry, so to say. And she decides, she finds, she kind of gets hooked up with this substance, and it's supposed to not really de-age you, but it creates the perfect version of you.
I don't understand.
That's all I'm going to say.
Like a clone? Oh, wait. No. It makes you the perfect version of you, or it creates the perfect version of you?
You're going to have to
Yes.
find out.
Do you
gonna have
inject
to
it into
find
you?
out.
Is it
Okay, yes. You inject it.
Okay,
And
that's all I need to
literally,
know. There is a substance
We don't-
that you inject.
I'll just say this slight spoiler because it's at the very it's near the beginning of the movie and it's the rest of the movie. But yes, like it creates not a clone of you, but another you, so to say. Like literally comes out of you.
Ew, like a Siamese twin.
Oh, and that's what the stitches.
Yes.
Is
Is it graphic? Is
body
it
horror?
like, yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. Body horror
God.
people unite.
Yes, it is crazy. But the last 20 minutes of this movie, holy! Remember, like when I was talking about Front Room and stuff, where I was like, "Man, I love movies that just fucking go for it." Woo! I was just like, I had my hands on my head. I'm looking at Calvin. He's sitting in his seat like this with his hands on his head like this. Like we're both just like, ah. We left that movie theater. The first thing Calvin says to me, he goes, I don't think I can recommend this movie to anybody. Like, he's like, that was.
As in, like, I
Like his
can't
friends?
because it's so bad I hate it so much,
No.
or because, like, I don't know who will enjoy this.
Exactly. Yeah. He doesn't like, it's, and it's not like one of those bad things either. It is such a good movie.
Wow.
The acting is incredible. The effects are amazing. Just the story's great. Here's one thing. Get ready for this. This will show you how good this movie is. 2.5 hours long.
Damn, and you enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Wow.
No.
It was like, all
That's
right,
saying
calm
something.
down. It's not directly a reference in any way other than the time limit, but it was like Avengers Endgame, where it was like, shit, this is a long movie, but it goes by like fast.
Because
Like,
you're just on a ride.
you're like on a ride the whole time. You're like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? What? Don't do that. Don't do that. Like you're screaming, don't do that a whole lot in this movie.
Don't do that.
But they're doing that. And then she does that.
Are you talking about
And you're
that?
like, you better
You
stop
do
doing
that.
that.
No, it ain't that.
Because this substance, it's like Gremlins. It comes with rules. It's like, this is this, and this is this. And if you do anything
Don't do
wrong,
the thing.
it's like this once only kind of shit.
Did you do the thing? Damn it. You did the thing.
And she does the thing.
Oh, God. She does it so many times. You're just like, oh,
You're like,
Jesus, what's going to
And
happen
then
now?
okay, how many perfect Siamese twin clones out of
Oh,
5?
this is a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 5? Wow.
This was
A 69 out of 5?
my favorite movie of the year.
Oh, wow.
Swear to God. Low Lifes finally got bumped down.
What
Favorite
else
movie
was
there.
this year, dude?
Oh, God. I don't even know where to start.
Godzilla? Was that?
No, Godzilla's last year.
Oh, okay.
Damn, already
Damn,
last
the
year.
time goes by fast. Holy shit.
I'm really excited. I wanted to see this movie.
Everybody has to see this
Okay.
movie. But
Okay.
go on like a weekend evening so you have a chance of just getting other people in the theater with you.
That is the best when you get
Because,
other people's
oh my God.
reaction or like saying stuff and you're like, oh, and you're like, you're experiencing the same feelings that they are and you're like, oh, I
I
love
wish-
it.
time when the what was that freaking movie with
The one thing I thought of too is like I could not imagine sitting next to Kelsey and Nina watching this movie because it would have just been fucking crazy.
We
Nino-
almost went with Nino, but none of us could make it because we were going to be in Jerome.
Didn't he say he's already seen it like 4 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's obsessed with it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Dang.
Because it was so mind-boggling. He's just like, he has no words.
Shout out to Nino, who's also going to be at Scaredycon
Oh, my
too.
God. In a Violent Nature. When they did this, the big kill, when she gets her head, all that. When I was like, everyone the whole time is just like, before I said, oh, is she okay or something? Getting that engagement of the crowd and hearing their reaction, everybody laughing, everybody, cringing, and it's just, it's part of the
So good.
experience.
But if anybody's looking for something else to watch, Screambox has got a plethora of movies coming out.
Okay.
There's movies like All Hallows Eve Trickster, Dark Windows, Spine Chillers, a TV show, and Tales from the Void. There's a movie I really want to watch called Haunted Ulster Live. The Witching Hour, Kill Every Last One, The House of the Serpent, Harvest of the Dead Halloween Night, Devoured, The Summoning, and Crackoon.
That sounds
like a Tony
right
movie.
up Tony's alley. Absolutely.
Are you gonna go home and watch that tonight?
Screambox.
Already watched it, absolutely loved it.
Of course.
I might have got a little screener in the email here, and I was like, I'm going to watch this right now.
What is
Raccoon.
What do you think it is?
I need you to tell me.
It's a story
Well,
about.
first we had Cocaine Bear. Well, now we have Crackoon.
Wait, same people?
No.
Oh.
God, no. No offense, Crackoon makers, filmmakers, but no.
Oh, okay.
No. This was like Cocaine Bear's made by Universal. This was like
a little more indie.
a little more indie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Very indie. But
Loved it.
for me, yes. It's perfect, yes.
Crackoon.
Crackoon.
Can you give us any
Yeah,
type
like,
of
what do you-
little
can you not
insight?
what's the lore?
I don't really want to spoil it.
Yeah, 'cause it's not out yet.
It's not out yet. It's coming out 1st of October on Screambox.
Is it bloody?
Oh, God, yeah.
Is it fun?
Oh, God.
Is it hilarious?
Yes.
Is
all
it
the above.
Scary.
No. That's scary. Unless you have a phobia of raccoons, maybe? I don't know.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like Screambox is where it's at to be able to watch
God,
some.
yeah.
So if anyone is like, I've seen all the big things, like I'm not someone that watches the same horror movies every time, every Halloween, then Screambox is definitely where it's at. So download it and make sure, especially, maybe start with Crackoon and let us know what you think about it as soon as it hits Screambox TV.
Hey, guys, guess what?
What?
Phobia Productions celebrating their 20th year of scares. Oh, that's right. Don't forget.
20 years of this?
20 years of scares.
What?
And on October 5th at the Rodeo Grounds in Williams, Arizona, Oodles Funhouse, they're going to be doing a little scaring over there.
That sounds fun.
At the October Fest.
October?
Oktoberfest. Yeah. So make sure you get your butts on down to Williams, Arizona. Check it out. October 5th. And Phobia Production presents Deadwoods. Enter the town of Wild West Junction and find the meanest townsfolk around.
Ooh, I love that.
Will you get out alive or become the newest resident? Find out on October 30th through November 2nd on Route 66 in Williams, Arizona.
Wow. It's going down in Williams. Phobia is really
If
bringing
you
it.
need more information, just go to phobia1.com and check it out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us to Scaredycast. Like we mentioned, you can support us in many different ways. Of course, you can go to patreon.com/Scaredycast where you can get a whole bunch of goodies and some extra content. If once a week is not enough for you to be able to hear our crazy voices and our crazy stories. And also, too, hopefully we'll be able to see you at an upcoming live show, live event. Make sure to go to scaredycast.com to be able to keep up with us, see everything that's going on, and also follow us on all of our social media channels, Scaredycast, to be able to really see what's happening. And just thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning in with us. And a special thank you to Brandy as well for letting us talk with her. So yeah, we'll see you right here next week for Scaredycast.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.